kinds of stuff. Looky what I'm working on. My tractor broke. The water pump give out. Got a new one. Got that from Amazon. And I guess all I gotta do is put the radiator hose down on the bottom of the radiator to start with, I think. And then I'll stick the water pump in the hose. Well, first I gotta put the gasket on the block there. And then I'll put the block on. Tighten up 3 bolts. And then I can put that top bypass hose on. Tighten up the bottom radiator hoses. Well, gotta put the fan belt back on the water pump when I put it up. Then I gotta go around on the other side, and that's 3 nuts there to hold the water pump on. Then I gotta come back over here on the other side and put the power steering pump back on. It bolts onto the back of the water pump, and with 4 bolts. Then I got to hook up them 3 hydraulic lines to the power steering pump. Of course, when I put the steering pump on, I got to get the belt hooked up to it, and then I got to put the fan back on. 4 bolts there. So I got 8 bolts and 3 nuts to put together, and 3 lines and 2 hoses. That's all I got to do. And then put the hood back down. And put some antifreeze back in it. I'll be ready to go. Oh, I got tired of running over there to the tool room, getting different wrenches. Had to unhook them power steering lines. And see them 2 rusty wrenches there. I looked over here in this old iron kettle and some rusty wrenches I got at a sale someplace. There was the wrenches I needed to unhook them hoses, and I didn't have to go get some out of the toolbox. So anyhow, I guess I better get to work. It's kind of cold out today, but my fingers will get cold, but I got something new. Let's see. I got I don't know whether you see it or not. I got an electric heated vest. Runs with a little battery. I got it from China. I think it was about $15 for the vest and the battery. And it works. I don't know where to be working by the time I get done today, but it works to start with. Alright, I better get to work. It's up about 22 degrees now, so that's good working weather. The only thing, my back's been hurting so bad the last couple weeks. Well, I get this darn tractor running. Then I gotta go out in the woods and start cutting some more firewood. Make my back hurt some more. But then when I get enough wood stacked up, then I can just sit in the house and burn it. Don't have to work anymore the rest of the winter. Alright. That's enough for now. Look there. All my junk disappeared. It's all under the snow. Alright, that's all for now. Yeah, looky there. China or wherever this darn thing come from. They didn't make it quite right. The nut right there in the casting, they didn't leave enough room for the nut. And I couldn't get the lock washer on. I had to have the pump clear out here at the very end just to get the nut started. Now I'm working on there. It looks like I'm going to have a round nut, but if time a couple more turns get it tight. But I should have took it back off and took the grinder and made room for that nut to turn, but I didn't. So I'll try. I'll try this, and I think it'll. Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's still on. Anyhow, put the wrench on there. Got to round off the corners of that nut to get it tightened up. But I think it'll work when I get done. Alright. My fingers are cold. I get these two tight and I'm going in and get my fingers warmed up. Alright, that's enough for now. Let's see if that works. Got 4 bolts in front of that pulley and 4 holes in the fan. And I can't see where a single one is. So I got that piece of a bolt, got the head off, screwed in there, and use it for a guide pin to see if I can get it put on there. We'll see what happens here. Well, it worked. Little guide pin. Got it lined up. Now I got 2 more bolts to put in. I'll get that done, because oh, that's the devil try to reach up in there. I'll get back with you when I get it done. Well, got it back together. Don't have any antifreeze dripping out. Nope, don't see no wet spots. That must have been what was the matter. It was awful cold today, and the power steering don't work now. I suppose I'll get it out. It'll take a little while to get the air worked out of it from having the lines unhooked, but it'll come around. It's been apart before. Alright, that's enough for today. It's kind of cold and snowy.